Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We are a little bit early for our video for July, but I fly out Friday to go back up to Maine for a couple of weeks to help my husband with stuff on the house up there, getting it ready to go on the market, so we can be here full time after that. I'll jump right into our Wool of the Month. If you're familiar with our program, you know that you can sign up for it for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12. If you prepay for the 3 month, 6 month, and 12 month, then you get a little discount and free shipping. If you want to just try it, then it's $26 for 1 month, and that comes to you all washed, fold in this nice little bundle like this. And the wools you get, it's this Rocket Red, which is a beautiful, rich red seeded stripe, Coverlet Blue, which is a wonderful denim-y blue with the black and cream stripe in it. Fields of Gold, which is a golden heather, tiny herringbone, so it stitches nice for applique. And Gold Sparkle. And you can't really see it on the camera, but this has fine gold threads woven through it, so when you hook it, you get a little bit of glitter. So it's fun to use for firecrackers, stars, snow, snowmen, in waves on water to give that little iridescence like the sun does when it's hitting the foam in the water. So that's our Wool of the Month. We have another nice red, white, and blue way you can go, and these are our little bundles. We have the Jelly Rolls, which gives you 6 pieces, and I'll show you the size of these. So for our hookers or appliqueurs, for our hookers, you get the standard 18, well, it's 18 inches before it's washed, long strip, and then the other bundle, you're getting more square. So for our appliqueurs, that's a little bit more serviceable for them. This one you get 12 pieces for $20, and this one you get 8 pieces. You get 6 pieces for $20, and they're all rolled up, ready for you to work with. We have those bundles in all kinds of color plans, but 4th of July is what we're showing you for today, just because it's that time of year. We have some fun patterns for our hookers or punchers, our Americana Eagle, and this one has been finished off as a pillow, and the directions for finishing off any of your hooked pieces as a pillow are right on our website. Go to the menu in the upper left-hand corner and drop down, I believe it's the home button, and you'll see instructions, and then look for the pillow. Directions for finishing our hooked stools, and a bunch of other stuff is on there too. But this is just one of our little 8x18s, makes a cute little seasonal pillow, easy to finish and do. If you want something bigger, we have our Star Spangled series, and this is Star Spangled Pig, and you can see in the back it's just directional hooking in a gray, blue, and red. And then in Maine, there's a farm that has belted Galloway cows, and I made my pig a belted Galloway. And then we have the stars and the border on both sides. I'll move these so you can see the stars balance on each side, and just a funky primitive tree in the center. These bags are great for anything. Your projects, going to groups, going to farmers markets, going shopping, or just using as your bag. They're nice heavy burlap tote, red striped lined interior, a little pocket to tuck your cell phone or your wallet, and sturdy little bags, and these are $19.99. Fun bag for summer. We have a little technical difficulty here. Knocked the microphone down. Bear with me a second. And this over again. The other fun thing we have is one of our flatties, and this is a crock that's been hooked. We have a blue applique heart in the center. You get to do some tree twisting in the top, and it's filled with greenery and flags. This is pretty, just hung on the wall, on the door, in a wreath, or anything that you want to make a little more festive. The kit comes with your directions, the pattern on linen, your wool for the crock, your flag, your raffia, the pre-cut heart, your wire, everything you need to do it up as you see it right there. And these are $42.99. Your pre-cut wool for your green branches are even in there. So, and your glue. So all you have to do is just sit and put it together. Hook your crock and put it together. We have another cute little Americana. This is one of our little banner flags, and I don't know if you can see, it has the 3 stars with gold thread stitching for a starburst. Random, the lettering is USA, and then the beads that are on there coordinate with the wording as we've put it on the piece. The main thing that I want to share with you today is for doing the applique, and a lot of people have loved our new banners, our scallop banners, and this is our 4th of July one called Celebrate, and it comes to you all pre-cut. So when you get it, excuse me, your back piece is pre-cut, your center panel, all of your leaves, your pot, your vine, everything's pre-cut and ready for you to assemble. The kit includes your rusty stars, the buttons and the penny flowers, and your beads. You can add the thread if you need it. We don't include the thread automatically because we know a lot of you have big stashes and have colors that will work for you. So you can add the ball of Valdani, that's just $5.50 more. And then we also don't include the hanger, but you can add it. It's $5 for the hanger. It's not a big thing, but some people have pieces hanging already that they change seasonally. So why get another hanger if you don't need it? What I'm going to show you today, a lot of people don't like to pin the small pieces. So I'm going to warm my iron up. I'm going to show you how to use the soft fuse. If you haven't seen or used one of these little handheld portable irons, they're awesome. I love it. I have it set for no steam because I'm using the soft fuse. I have all my pre-cut pieces here that come in one of the kits. Mom got upset with me. I pulled her kit right apart. I have one of our 12 by 12 pressing mats to protect my table. I have one of our small glue mats. And I'm going to lay out all my pieces face down. And by doing it face down, this automatically reverses for putting them on. And with the wool, it really doesn't matter. If you're doing cotton and stuff, you want it face down. I've pre-cut my piece of soft fuse because you want it to be smaller than what your glue mat is, so you don't mess up your glue mat. Don't mess up your felt mat, I mean. So I'm just putting everything tightly together, face down, put this over the top of it, and make sure everything's covered. Now when you work with soft fuse, one side is very smooth. It looks like freezer paper or just regular paper. The other side you can feel is kind of gritty and it has fine webbing on it. That's your soft fuse. And all I'm going to do is press with my iron. There's no tracing because all of the shapes are pre-cut in our kits. All you're doing is adhering the soft fuse and then when I pick it up, everything's stuck to it. Now, this is what's fun. You just peel it off. And I'm going to leave it in one big chunk. Usually I would be a little bit more careful with it, but I'm showing you it really is easy to do. Okay, can you see the spider webbing there between the pieces? Can you see those, Mom? All right, what I'm going to do is just fold this to the back, tear that one off, and I'm just on those edges with my finger, brushing it to the back. So now my pot is all ready to be ironed in place. Pull these extra big pieces off. We don't need those. And just smooth those edges down. Mom, could you hand me one of the white center panels, please, for the... And you're going to do that with all your pieces. Smooth your edges. Thank you. My Vanna white. That's the trim for my pot. All right, I didn't figure, I should have left these a bit longer, but I can do it in two steps here. My iron's still hot enough. And the places, what this is it's the stem, it's the top piece to my pot. Take my little pot. The other thing I like about the soft fuse is it doesn't gum up your needles. So as you're stitching through it, you don't have to constantly clean your needle. I'm going to put that down just an inch, half inch. Lost my scissors. I don't have my little zippy on today. Trim that to fit. So now that's stuck on there plenty for me to be able to stitch it. Once it's all done, all my pieces are covered with soft fuse, then I will just place them, and the directions tell you how to do everything. See, if this had been laid on with the other piece, I wouldn't have all this extra on there that I don't need. So you just place your stems. This one comes down here for this. The kits have guides in them, and you're going to press that on there, and then it's all going to stick. It's all going to stick to your back piece. Then you can go ahead and stitch it. So it's just a matter, soft fuse size down, place everything where you want it to be, and then press it with your iron and stitch it. And then you do your next layer, because you would start with your pot and your stems, and then your leaves, and then your pennies. Then you'll sew on your buttons and your beads and attach everything together. So that's an easy way of doing the banners using the soft fuse. Get this out of the way. And I've been promising a couple of people to show you how to split your embroidery floss with the pullers. So I'm going to pull off some 6-strand Valdani here, DMC. Take my pullers, oops, clamps, whatever you want to do, and I've put that right on the end. And then I use my little threader and come down a couple inches, pull out. So if you want to do 2 strands, so I used my little needle threader, the little hook that's on the end of it, to pull out 2 strands, and then just lift it. And I have pulled 2 strands of DMC off from 4 strands, just like that, with no tangle. And I've done longer pieces, but that's about the length of the piece you want to use for stitching. So that's our trick and tip of the day. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe 4th of July. I hope you're able to celebrate with family and friends. And if not, then I guess everybody will be having online parties. So have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.